Let's rock this joint!
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Informed Nostalgia. And this is the show where we kick back and look back at shows, movies, pop culture, everything, and see if we can have a fresh take or if it's still fresh. Of course, I have Sam with me, and we have a special guest with us today, Sarah.
Hey.
All right. So, what's our topic today, Sam?
All right. Sarah's our friend of the show. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us again. So today, I think we decided that we were going to talk about soundtracks, movie and TV show soundtracks that we grew up listening to, that helped shape us, that took us into a place of refuge when we were feeling bad, and all around just listening even now, like kind of bring us back to who we are at our core, because that's what movies and music do. The movies and music that we really love, we form an emotional attachment to, and we consider it like an extension of ourselves and part of our lives. And so I think that, what we decided to do today was to go back and look at some of those amazing soundtracks and talk about why we love them so much. So I was going to say ladies first, but whoever wants to start, honestly, that could apply to any of us. But I would. But I was like, but Sarah, would you like to kick us off?
Please.
Sure. So, I wasn't sure if we were doing TV or movies or both. So,
Whatever
Both.
you brought to
Both.
the table, we'll eat.
Both. Anything your fancy, whatever your pleasure is.
I came with a sprinkling of both.
Excellent.
So, I'm going to
Excellent.
start TV because I feel like if we start talking about the Scream soundtracks, we're just going to go. So, I may
Yeah.
as well just get TV out of the way. The main three that I feel like bring me like the most comfort are the most nostalgic, but also are just like the music that I enjoy listening to anyway. Like those genres have always been Buffy, Charmed, and Daria. Those three like made up my whole life. It's really funny because they all are very similar, but have like a very unique vibe. So there's like a soundtrack for every mood. So Daria might be my favorite, which is controversial.
Oh,
But
Okay.
Daria has one of the most incredible soundtracks ever. And
I'm looking it up. Let me see.
Do you want to go talk about
yeah.
what about like what songs on it? Like talk about like your favorite songs on it. Like which ones like really mean something to you?
Okay, so I guess the first thing I'll get out of the way with Daria is it's a TV show. It was actually an offshoot of Beavis and Butthead. She was like a character on there, and then they made her whole animated series, and her whole thing is like she's like the misery chick. But the great tragedy of Daria is that they didn't pay to keep the license for the songs. So I have the box set of the show, and there's this huge disclaimer in there when you open it up that says you may notice that all of our like super groovy 90s alt music has been replaced with like nondescript Muzak versions. That's because we didn't pay to keep all the licenses, so please enjoy. So now it's all just like funky 90s like synth like instrumentals instead of like the greatest songs ever, which make me very sad. So I have to like actually source it out. But what are some of my favorites? Let's see. It was all just a vibe. Like, let me get the dates Daria came out, and that will give you like a better idea of what this kind of music is.
Well, I looked. Someone made a playlist on, and it says Dishwalla is on it, and I was a huge fan of Dishwalla when I was in high
Also in
school.
Charmed, so see the overlap. But yeah, so Daria 97. So already that puts you in a mood. So it's a lot of like dishwalla, garbage,
Ugh.
hole, like that kind of stuff. Because like Daria's whole thing is she's like a misery chick, and then her best friend Jane is that like whimsigoth, like the artsy like goth. So you can imagine there's a lot of overlap with Buffy songs on there. It's more like dark post grunge. Like Jane's brother's in a band, so it's always just kind of like rock music.
Yeah.
Look at the soundtrack here, but it's
Oh,
really good.
600
But yeah,
pounds.
This is millennial heaven right here.
The song Six Underground by Sneaker Pimps, it's on this playlist. I don't know if it was on the show. It's one of my
yep.
favorite songs from Can't Hardly Wait, and I listened to it like, especially in college, because, it's like you said, comfort. And I listened to a lot of the 90's in college because I was so lost. Because I only graduated with 22 people in high school, and in college everything was so huge. So I sought comfort in everything.
Wow. Big adjustment.
So Sarah, what song comes to mind when you think of Daria? Like what one song?
Ooh, one song when I think of Daria.
You don't hear
Oh,
one when you hear
Your
Daria?
Woman by Whitetown. Like immediately.
Oh, yes.
I don't know that
Whenever
song.
I think of Daria, I think of Your Woman. It may have been in so there's the seasons of Daria, but then they made a movie to like wrap it all up because they got canceled. I believe it's in the movie. But yeah, whenever I think of Daria, like that is the vibe.
Oh, I know that song. Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
I had no idea never what it was called, but
We're
yeah.
gonna have to let's see if we can overlap some of these onto like the finished video so that people get the references when we're talking
Your
about it.
Woman
Yeah, but
by
like
Yes.
Portishead Glory Box, that's
Oh,
a vibe from Daria.
oh my
But then you
God,
also,
yes.
because
I'm
it
so
went to like
tired.
2003, so even at the end, it was like Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
Yeah, that's on there. That's
Sure.
fun. Yeah.
Give me a reason to
But
love you.
also like the show, like it can bring you into like weird situations. Like there'd be like house parties and stuff. So like I remember there's like a scene and it's like a Pony by Genuine. So like there's some other like things sprinkled in there. Shadowboxer by Fiona Apple.
Oh,
Yeah, that's on
yes.
here. It also has Nerf Herder Van Halen they do the theme song
They
to
did a theme
Buffy.
song for Buffy, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe. But yeah, I would say Daria, if you like break it down in three songs, it's like Six Underground,
Mm.
Glory Box,
Bye.
and White Town. Or Your Woman by White Town.
I love
Amazing.
that sound that the Sneaker Pimps do. Like it's one of my favorite. Like that moody. I don't know. I think I'm a moody person, but like just in my head because I feel like I always put out like somebody who's kind of like fun and different. But I love that whole moody, angsty. But it's a certain kind because you can tell when someone's not. They're trying to do angst, but it's not coming through. There's just something about some of these people in the 90's, like the Sneaker Pimps and that song, the song Your Woman, I guess it can be angsty, but there's a lot of things that I find that you can't replicate. Like I yearn for something like this, but I don't know if you could replicate it in today's because we're so sarcastic. Um, that I think sometimes we try to be too cool when we do in like the angst. This is just my opinion, but I just don't find that it's the same.
Yeah, so I would say Daria is teen angst. Like that is the vibe. And then transitioning to Charmed, there's still like some of that, but it's definitely a little more mainstream. And I attribute a lot of that to the fact that they had the club P3
P3.
and they would have actual bands come and play. So like um, Counting Blue Cars by Dishwalla is like one of my
Mm,
favorites.
mm,
Obviously,
Oh,
Goo Goo
cool.
Dolls, Sympathy,
mm.
Danger by Third Eye Blind. I think they had the Cranberries on at one point, so it was more like mainstream, but it was also still in that like alt rock, like early 2000s. So it's like very easy listening, and you were like pretty much always guaranteed to know like the musical guest for like that week in the first couple seasons. So I really enjoyed that. It was kind of like the lighter, boppier version of like the Buffy soundtrack.
Mm. Please forgive me. I'm going to start my dinner, but I'm here and I'm listening and paying attention to you and fully invested in this glorious walk down memory lane. Keep
But they
going,
also
please.
had like Stereophonics on it. Maybe Tomorrow, I
That is
think.
the band.
Like,
Sarah, you just jogged a memory. Like I've been look sound. That's the band I've been looking for because they have a song that I love. Sorry, I interrupted your thought
it's
process.
fine. I've been kind
Core
of
memory unlocked.
right. I've been kind of digging them lately. They just like surfaced on a playlist because I was listening to Hooverphonic, and like it all
Uh,
just kind of
Of
blends
course.
together. But yeah, those are the only ones that I can really remember off the top of my head without like pulling up a list. But there's so many, right? They're the ones that always had a like the song of the moment was in like their intro when they were like sweeping over San Francisco. So you always
oh,
knew like what the song was. It was always like what was currently on the radio, but was still in that like alt rock, post grunge, like
yeah.
2002 kind of vibe, which is my favorite.
I have I don't really believe in what do you call it? Guilty pleasures, but I will
Mm.
say Charmed is one because I didn't watch. I wasn't obsessed with Charmed. Um, I actually really. I felt like I am not trying to dig on it, but I always because I loved Buffy so much, but I loved. There was something about Charmed that I liked, but I would always like be like, well, I really wanted to go the Buffy route, but that's not what it was because there's something that Buffy did that made it seem so deep, like everything was so deep and well, that I feel like Charmed was just fun, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with
Yeah.
that. But it,
That was Charmed.
it
It was more surface level. It was like a popcorn watch, a comfort watch, with the
yeah,
exception of like a couple things. It was very like episodical. Most things like resolved themselves. There was always like the big bad of the show. Sometimes
yeah.
they would, arch over a season, but it wasn't like Buffy with the big bad of the season. It was kind of like, and we're moving on, and there's a new fun trope the next episode. It was a lot easier, lighter of a watch, I find.
But those, I mean, every time, like, those women really had good chemistry, even though I know that there might be some things going on underneath. Like, both sets of Trio had really great chemistry, which was really great to watch, and
Hmm.
the fashion was great, and the music was great. I loved the P3 stuff and everything.
Yeah. And then
But
yeah,
you
maybe
just introduced a
yeah.
lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to watch Daria now. So,
Yeah, if you can find the old episodes, like I think somebody posted all of them to YouTube. Like if you can find the original episodes, watch them because anything on DVD doesn't have the music anymore. If you're watching like clips and stuff, it'll be in there, but yeah, the vibe is different. I did a rewatch after I bought the box series and the vibe was different. I didn't know what it was at first because I'm not the person that, opens up the box set and reads the books and blah blah blah. It's like, no, I open it up, I put it in and I go. And I think I was on like the third episode and I was like, something is different. And then I realized I heard no lyrics because like when it aired, it was the real song in the background. The backing track was the song, the artist singing it, whatever. But yeah, there's no lyrics in any of the songs now. It's all just music.
Yeah.
that makes
And
me
that
sad.
and that is
Right.
why music is so important.
It is.
That
It's
is why the people who choose and select the music for the movies and the TV, it's a really really important job because it helps create the final product. It helps enhance the mood of whatever you're watching. Uh, so yeah,
Remember Charmed lost their license for their theme song for like a hot minute on one of the platforms, so it
and
was
the
like
replacement
different.
one is terrible. The replacement
Mm-hmm.
is terrible. And the replacement for Dawson's Creek is terrible. That Run Like Mad song, when I would
Yes.
binge it because I had all the DVDs and they had replaced it, I literally would get angry and want to shut it off because I was like, I cannot hear this Run Like Mad song. So when I watch it on the
And
Samsung TV, it's back. So,
and they changed some of the songs in the actual show, which
yeah.
like there if you haven't watched Charmed, this will mean nothing to you, but there's like a very important Valentine's Day scene. Like one of the most
hmm
important scenes that changes like the course of the show. And it's all like it's no dialogue, it's just action. And they changed the song and it's just like it does not hit like it used to. Cuz like crash course, basically one of the witches is in love with her white lighter who was an angel. They're married, they have kids, the whole shebang. But when she's like in this love triangle and she has to like make a decision, this is like the moment that happens. And like the original song, the lyrics are like, talking basically about like a moving like heaven and earth to like be with you, and it's this whole thing. And now it's just
Wow.
like a romantic song that plays, and I'm like, it's not the same. The people picked the song for this moment, and now it's just like y'all didn't pay for your licenses, and now we just have these like random music beats that don't mean anything. Like, can you imagine if somebody went into Scream and all of a sudden you didn't hear Red White Hand anymore? Like,
I mean, I still get mad that it's not in Scream 4.
I know. It's like, is it even a Scream movie without Red Right Hand?
Right. Like it literally does. Like I do. This is one reason why I wanted to do this show because sometimes, if done right, like music is, even if it's not made for the movie, it is the score, right? Like, and I mean, I think it's probably hard for people to remember because sometimes I remember like it was an entire huge section of soundtracks that was very popular like in our stores like Walmart and Target and Sam Goodies. Like it was just as big as the movie release is like the soundtracks, and it's just not a thing anymore. Um I mean, they tried with that racing song. F1 had a soundtrack. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
it was a big
yeah.
deal. And, the 50 Shades of Grey movies did that. But it used to be almost every teen movie, at least in every horror movie, had like that signature music video for a song.
Yes,
And
and there's in the music video reference the piece of work it came from.
Of course.
yeah, and it was just a great way to build a culture around movies and art. Like I think that that's kind of lost. I think it's something that it's probably still there in some instances, but it's just not as important, I guess, because we can see
Yeah.
um like what we want and not what we don't want to see.
Yeah.
One
Absolutely.
one
I
of the
guess yeah.
soundtracks that do you have another one, Sarah? Sorry, I'm stealing the whole thing.
Oh no, I was just
No,
saying
no.
the only other TV soundtrack I had was Buffy, but I figure we'll all be talking
We can
about
talk
that.
Wow.
about. I mean, we can talk about
Steve.
it, or if you want to save it.
That's the one I
Yeah.
own.
Let me find mine. I have mine somewhere.
I
Stop.
scoured through my I scoured my CD collection and grabbed like a handful of ones that
I have the
were
screen.
so important for me. Yep, I've got that too.
Mine's
That
in
I
my
thought
closet.
that were so important. I figured we would, and I figured that were
Where's the?
crucial because we could
Oh,
see
here.
how important is this photo. Oh my god, how important is this
Oh,
photo?
it's the most iconic photo from the show to me. Like it's just, um,
It truly is.
I,
Even if you're not a Bangel shipper, like this photo.
I am. I'll just hold up my book.
Oh,
oh, that's
nice.
iconic. That's okay. I'm gonna say this like this. This is my second one because the first one I listened to so much as a kid it broke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Incredible.
so I found it at Goodwill.
Nice.
And it's still very new.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, if you don't make that the thumbnail of this video, us holding all the Buffy stuff, I'll
Makes
know.
total sense.
I'll see it.
So,
I'll
and
know.
yeah. So I would love to go over the track listing, and
Good.
just
I mean,
talk about.
the whole show could be this soundtrack. Like, I have a couple of other things I want to talk about, but this is still one of my this and I still know what you did last summer soundtrack is two of my most favorite things in the world. I say that a lot, but it is.
That's why I
I
breezed through the
know.
first two. I'm like, Daria Charmed, okay, and now we're on Buffy.
No, no. So I would love to just go over, like, I just go over the track list and why, obviously some of these songs, like, really great on my nerves, but most of these just, like, totally transport me back to that time and place where either makes me feel like I'm a teenager or in fact feel that I'm, like, wandering around inside the show. So,
And some
and
of them
I,
were never on the show, so.
well, yes. So let's get that out of the way. So obviously the first song is like the theme song, so it's obviously iconic, so we can just go past that. Um,
Yes.
Well,
Teenage FBI, but
that
yes,
version.
it's not. No, I know it's
In
not the
season
original
three.
version. I know. Yeah, it says Nerf Herder actually.
It is, but it's not. It's a more polished version that
It's
they
the
Right,
used.
it's the one
recorded
that starts in
version used
season.
from Anne and
Yeah, it's
onwards.
starting from season 3 on. Yeah.
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 Um, which is I mean, personally, I would have rather had the rougher, like, original version, but, like, it's UK,
It's the
can't have everything.
grungier. It has like a grungier sound.
So, yeah, track number 2, Teenage FBI by Guided Voices, like, I don't think it's in the show. I don't think it's on any of the episodes. I could be wrong. Um, and it does nothing for me. So if anybody has an attachment to it, like that,
It's like
feel
that.
free to cut me off. Yeah, no. Okay, so we're
No,
okay.
some were just added for like the vibe, but
Yeah.
they don't make me think of the show because I don't remember hearing them.
Okay.
Think they wanted, from my point of view, because there's a note on it that says music featured in Buffy or going to be featured. So I think they had a plan, but things changed a lot back then. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
I
so
think sometimes the albums were like featured in and or inspired by.
yeah,
So I think that's one of those
Yeah.
things, and I
And
think
I
this might
have
be that instance.
the Wikipedia list up, so it tells me what episodes they're in, and that one doesn't have
Right.
one listed.
Exactly.
also, I
Um.
want to note before we forget, this is an iconic photo.
Yes,
That
this
is
is
one of my
also an icon.
favorites of all
The
time.
season.
That is my
I mean,
like
look
dream
at
cast,
charisma.
honestly.
Look,
Like,
look at charisma,
Oh, I know.
and look at
Season.
Sarah. I mean, look
Oh
at
yeah.
this sassiness in both those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
like don't get me wrong, like I love Tara, but those OG first three season photos with like Oz in them, they're always my favorite. That's what I think of when I think of
Mm-hmm.
Buffy.
It's just so strategically modern gothic. Like it's like teenage. Like I don't know. It's just like they kind of. I've always loved the Buffy photo shoot. Don't get me wrong. Like even season one, I think they're all iconic. But yes, there's something about season threes. Like they
I
just
know.
everywhere.
I know. Well, I think. Well, that was. I think that was peak popularity. That was
Yeah.
like that was like the show. That was when the show was at the height of the zeitgeist. That was when it was because the season two finale really just like made everything next level for the show and for its relevance in pop culture at the time. And so season three came on board and they were just like they hit the ground running. And so all of a sudden all the photo shoots Willow's hair was like redder and sexier and like everything was just really they just stepped up their game in terms of like photo shoots and everything like that and look at that angsty look at those angsty teenage
The
like oh my
clothes,
god
the
like
satin and
we're
the pleather.
we're s- we're oh god we're like yeah it's like we're sexy and brooding and we're the characters you love like it's just like ugh. All right, song number three, Temptation Waits by Garbage.
Amazing.
That song is also not featured in any episode, but it happens to be the lead track to arguably their best album, and quite frankly, Garbage rocks. So
I had that album. It's a great album.
I love it's version 2.0. I love that album. They're so Shirley Manson. Shirley Manson is awesome. She sings like lyrics as vulnerable as any of the other like rock women of the 90s, but she dresses like a Hellcat dominatrix and sings it like she just doesn't give a fuck. And it's just such a hot combo. It's amazing. Um, Number four is Strong by Velvet Chain,
It was
and
season one.
it was in
That's from Never
season
Kill a Boy
one.
on the First Date.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and it's very moody and atmospheric, and like kind of like sulky, sexy, lounging on a sofa, being like the goth girl smoking in the bath, like with like at the end, like it's amazing. Um,
I will
in
say
my,
the version on streaming is not the one from Buffy, and
oh,
it's very
Okay.
disappointing. So you actually have to have. There's a couple of songs on here I'll go over that you have to that you have to have the album for that version of the song, and it's very disappointing if you don't.
yep. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Because that is
Um,
like to not get the full vibe, right? Like if they're gonna.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, sure, I appreciate it. Then there's "I Quit" by Hepburn.
Pass.
Uh, they had a music video for it, which like with Buffy in it, but it was like,
Did they? I've never seen this.
oh
I
yeah,
was gonna say
they
Hepburn
did,
had like a little bit of a moment, but then didn't really
yeah,
go anywhere.
yeah. But
Huh?
they did have a music
YouTube
video.
this.
Like I could take it. I could take the song or leave it. It's not wasn't
I
really my thing.
quit. I quit.
Okay, so Garrison could take it. All right.
No,
Um,
it's not that great.
no, it's not. But it's part again. It's part of the vibe. Feel free to chime in at any point if you guys like you want, because I know this soundtrack means a lot to all of us. All right, so "Over My Head" by First Slide is number six. I don't really care. Um, um, Number seven is "Lucky" by Biff Naked,
Uh,
That's the
uh,
one.
and
That's the
it's
yes,
one
one.
of my
Harsh
favorite,
Light of
and
Day.
It's
Harsh Light of Day.
Parker
it's one of
Abrams.
my favorite songs I've ever listened to. There's like I have like 3 songs like ever that I could listen. You could put it on repeat every day. There's something about the swells of Biff Naked's like
Mm-hmm.
of Lucky. Um, it's also the lyrics are so strange, but they just mean something when I hear them, and the show did not use it correct. It used it correctly, I guess, but it's
That rat
such a
bastard,
great
Parker
song for
Abrams.
not such a great moment.
Right.
But it's one of the best songs I've ever heard.
I mean, it does. Yeah, I think it does sound. I mean, it sounds really sexy. And so I
And
think that
sad. So it is perfect for the moment. It's
it's
sexy.
perfect for the It is perfect for the moment. I also remember seeing. I also remember being shocked when Biff Naked appeared on the episode because I recognized them because they'd had a couple of hits on MTV in rotation at the time, and I was just like, "Oh my god, there they are!" But it makes sense because they're like, it's like it's a college band would be like hiring them to play at like at a fraternity house at the time. But I was just like, "Oh, that's so wild!" I would never, yeah. But
The
no,
Canadian
the
thing?
song it's yeah, no, superb, very well done. Then there's "Keep Myself Awake" by Black Lab. Okay,
It's in a bad
I'm gonna.
episode too, but
It's I think it's that is in the Iron
The
Team, I
Iron
think, and I think
Team.
yeah. So Garrison, you take this one since you clearly like this song more than I do.
okay. Well, I season 4 is my favorite season from Buffy, and these
Right.
2 songs are in. So I guess I should say I got this. Like I remember seeing this album. I got it at Kmart, which is so funny. And I was obsessed because I had saw Beer Bad, and I got the soundtrack, so I just would memorize it. And so I remember it's when Tara, the song's playing when Tara and or I think
Hello.
and Willow are sitting on the stairs, and like you can hear it in the background. Um, or no, am I wrong? That's a different song. It's
I
when they're
think
at the
it's
bronze. They're at the
I
bronze, and
I
Buffy's fixing to stand them up. Or
I think isn't it when Buffy and Riley have sex for the first time?
no, that's Delirium, and that's not on the soundtrack because I love
Oh,
that
okay.
song. Um, it's just in the background. Like it's another epic song that I find that's just in the background of Buffy. And
Mm-hmm.
but this song also the one on streaming, Keep Myself Awake, is not the same version. It's not. It's kind of really mellow, kind of maybe a
Mm-hmm.
little bit unplugged that you can find on streaming. You have to have like the soundtrack to find that version.
Mm-hmm.
And the music in the background, the way it swells, the way that it has the deep bass, is one of the most. It that song and the song by Biff Naked are the 2 songs that made me really love music like this. That led me to other music that sounded like this and love. Also, Black Lab has River of Joy on the Covenant soundtrack, which it's way different than this one, but
Okay.
it made me a fan, I guess I should say. And
Okay.
they show up on soundtracks. Um, it's just a really great song. Like I think it's very moody. It has a very sadness to it, which I guess I get it. Like the person who did music, like I say, like the Biff Naked song is sexy and sad. That's a very got to be able to have, normal college sex with somebody, and but it was also broke her heart because she wanted something more.
Of
And then
course.
Keep Myself Awake is it's like a yearning song in there, and I know Willow and them really want to go back to the past, and Buffy's moving on with a new friend group, even though she's still with her current
Right.
friend group. So I kind of get it why they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just I'm spoiled by the OC and Grey's Anatomy that I wanted Buffy to do more of the montages with the songs at the end. And there's
Yeah.
a song that should be an honorable mention that's later in season 5 that I think they did perfect with that.
Okay. You're making me like this song more and more again.
Oh, Keep Myself
Um,
Awake it's beautiful, and the
yeah.
voice is beautiful.
And I remember that Buffy did actually have came out with a second soundtrack album, which I also remember, which also pretty good, but I don't have it, so I can't.
Neither.
I mean, we could discuss that, but I don't have the track listing in front of me. I do remember a couple of them though.
It's called Radio
Um,
Sunnydale, yeah.
yes, Radio Sunnydale. No, I remember some of the songs on them were really, really good. If either of you have it, perfect. But if not, I mean, we could just look it up, and that could come at a later date. So then we have Virgin State of Mind by Kay's Choice at number 9,
Doppelgangland.
which
My
is in.
favorite
That's a
episode.
great
I
song.
was gonna say I love everything Doppelgangland. So this song and this episode can do no wrong for me. It's one of the all-time series best. Um, I mean, Vampire Willow was a universe unto herself. So I just thank Joss Whedon for bringing her back. Oh God. It is just that episode is just like it's one of the best episodes of television ever, and
It's so playful.
it is. It's delightfully. It's fun. It's witty. Um, it's just a joy to watch. So I have like 10 out of 10. No notes. Um, then number 10 is Already Met You by Superfine, which is in the episode Teacher's Pet, which is my least favorite episode of the entire series, and I tend to block out
I don't like Xander episodes. So.
You don't
anything.
like
No,
the beer bad episode? Like that's above the
I
caveman
love Beer
beer.
Bad. I love Beer Bad.
yeah, I do not like
Really?
beer. I don't. I hate beer bad too, but I don't. It's not worse than Teacher's Pet for me. Teacher's
How
Pet
dare
literally
you?
gives me nothing.
I think Zeppo is the worst episode.
I know, but you hate Xander, so that might be a part of. As an adult, I feel like he's problem. Like he's. There's a lot of things about him I really, really dislike. I think he's actually a pretty loathsome person. But that being said, a few of the episodes that center Xander, I find really, really enjoyable.
I love Too
Partic-
Much Bothered and Bewildered, though.
yes, the Valentine's Day episode is fabulous. I even like the replacement, his season 5
Oh, yeah,
episode.
that one's fun.
Yeah, I
The
love that.
name is
Yeah,
escaping me. The best Xander episode, it makes me howl, is the one where he goes off on his own little adventure to save the
the
school from
Zeppo,
being blown up.
the Zeppo.
That's
What's the
Zeppo?
Zeppo? I hate that
That's the
episode.
Zeppo.
I
Yeah,
love that one. I think it's hysterical. The like cut to them like in just absolute
Oh,
peril
yeah.
fighting this thing. It's like
yeah.
so over dramatized and crazy. There's like
Mm.
the scenes with Buffy and Angel and just like they're just like Xander just trying to figure his life out. I think when
Yeah.
it aired, I didn't like it, but the more I watch it, the more I like genuinely really like it. I think it's so funny.
It it is funny, like, and I think I have it like the more I watch the show, some episodes I'm like I'm tired of Xander. Like I get so if I do a
Fair.
marathon of season 3
Fair.
and I get to the Zeppo, like if you just showed me the Zeppo after I haven't watched Buffy in a long time, I probably would very much like it. But it's
Yeah.
not one that I crave to watch, so it's usually in a marathon, and I'm like I've had enough.
For
Yeah.
me,
So
Xander gets worse over time. So I really like the high school years. Like his character serves a purpose there, whereas in like
yeah.
the later seasons,
Mhm.
I genuinely am like, go away, like you're terrible.
Oh, that's so.
The
See,
replacement,
that's
he's really endearing to me, but I guess because his brother is playing the other, and you could just tell the difference. Like,
yeah.
um,
Yes.
and I really
I
love him in season 4 because I feel bad for him because he doesn't know where to go.
No,
I
after he got good for a second, and then he left Anya at the altar and just turned into
Oh, and I was
Ross.
done with him. I was
Like
done. I was
I,
done.
ugh,
He should have just been
everything
gone.
after the altar, I don't like.
I didn't love that plot just because I felt it was way too soap operatic, and I didn't think they needed
Well,
to go there.
it wasn't right. Like I mean,
But
they did kind of allude to it, but he had been with her for so long, and
yeah,
they
it's,
it should have been done in like season 5, in which they alluded to it, or even like they had been together too long for that it to be that simple, like to be
yeah, it was just
that
so- yeah.
disrespectful.
I know. So I didn't love it. I will say this though. As irritating as Xander is, and as quite frankly as terrible as he can be, I'm the same age as the characters on the show. Like we were born like they were born in 1981, and so was I, and so I related to a lot of his insecurities, especially during the early seasons. So even though he does a lot of really really bad things, mostly just says really horrible stuff. Um, I, and none of which I can excuse or rationalize away. As a teenager, watching him, I feel like a lot of the stuff that he verbalized was stuff that I was feeling. So
I think Nicholas Brendan does a great job. Like,
yeah,
it's a really hard show because there's so many great characters in
yeah,
it.
there are,
Um,
and
and
I
I
love
don't
him, and I don't think the show would be the same without him. So
no, I think you're not supposed. Well, I think the
Everyone
attention
plays the
you're
part they're
supposed to.
supposed to, but it's just,
Correct,
yeah,
right.
some
And I don't think
characters
we're supposed
you
to
just
like
don't like.
Xander like that. Like if we identify with the other characters, right? Like it's um because some people probably hate Buffy, right? Like they probably love Willow.
There are a few people out there who hate Buffy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and on paper, like okay, I know this is not a Buffy episode, but it's turning into one. I'm Team Buffy. When they kick Buffy out of her house, I'm like, fuck y'all, y'all gotta die. Like I was
What they
like,
did to Giles in season 7 is the worst
character
thing that they did in the series.
assassination. Like
Character assassination, exactly.
the only two characters that there are only three characters, maybe four. The people I don't love, the people that I think are the standouts in season 7. I like Buffy, Dawn, Anya, and Andrew. Like everybody else is just in Faith. But everybody else, I was like, get out. Like, why are y'all acting like this? They do redeem it in the very last episode. I feel like everybody's back on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
the last
yeah.
2 episodes, it swings back, and I think
Yeah.
it's like the most perfect finale. But yeah, for the bulk of
I
season
think
7, I was like, we're making wild choices here. I know the
I
writers were
think that
different.
I
But
think we can. I think that we can definitely talk about this in a future episode because I
Yeah,
think
we'll
that
move
this is
on.
like something. But
It's a
like, yeah,
preview. We're gonna have a spin-off episode.
why don't we do we could do we could do season breakdowns and stuff. Like we could do all this stuff. I think that we should. I
Sarah,
would
will
love to do
you do a
season break.
series
yeah,
with us where we do a season and talk about our favorite episodes and favorite moments?
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I think that we absolutely should. Let's move on with the soundtrack though, because I know that
Do
this.
it. Do
Well, I
it.
mean, we can totally call it Once More with
Yeah,
us, and
yes,
then
we
we can
could.
go.
We could. Well, we absolutely could. So, song number 11 is "The Devil You Know" from Face to Face, and that's from Where the
Oh,
Wild Things Are. I had also tend to blank out almost
I'm
everything that episode. Oddly
blanking
enough,
on that.
one of the few redeeming qualities of that episode is Anya saving the day.
you
Um,
shut up, you sniffly cranberries or
yep.
whatever. This is so
With
funny.
Xander's help, because he deserves credit when credit is due. But
Mm,
the two,
he could
Anya and
never
Xander.
Buffy get it right. She was having fun.
Yes, I know. No, the whole plot of that episode was so stupid.
Very funny.
But at least, but everything Anya and Spike and Xander in that episode like saved
It's
it from
gold.
being like
Yeah.
the absolute worst.
Yeah.
But it's still in my bottom
Do
10.
you? I think it's a fun song. I think it's very kind of angry.
It
God
is.
is a man. Like,
Yeah, it is.
um,
Then number 12, we have
oh, so
Nothing But You
good.
by Kim Farron from Beer Bad.
Beer
It's so
bad.
Um,
And it's a good
be-
moment to play. She puts on the jukebox, and it's a vibe, and Buffy's drunk and doesn't give a fuck. Like, and I think it's just right for the moment.
glad you
Yeah, and
enjoy it.
also one of my just songs that I love in general is in this
Yeah.
episode but never gets talked about. It's Ladyfingers by
I got lady
yeah.
fingers, baby. I got love. Oh my god, it was on Disney all the time. I
I
loved it
can't
so
think of
much.
the
Interesting. I don't
band's
remember
name.
that one.
She's on a
It's
bus and
playing.
she's doing like this, like you know how they did in music videos where they're like feeling
It's
it.
when she comes into like her dorm room. They're on
And she's
TV, and she's like
obsessed.
confused because she's like partially cave woman, and she's wondering what the TV is.
But I love that song. Like I listen to that on Disney all the time. She's like, I got lady fingers,
Oh,
baby.
that's funny. I don't remember that song. That's so cool,
Yeah,
though.
Willow's like looking at her. She's like,
Why
I'm gonna
can't I
turn
think
this
of the
off.
friggin'
It's a
band
very funny
name?
moment. And let's give prompts. I know I'm going
Luscious
on.
Jackson. Sorry,
Uh,
Luscious Jackson.
what a
Oh,
great,
okay.
what a great name for a blonde white woman.
Luscious Jackson.
It's
That's
two white
funny.
women.
I
I
mean,
think there was 3 of them at one point, but yeah, I
So,
love that
all right,
song. And when I heard it
that's
on her little
awesome.
TV, I almost died.
Okay,
you should
so
check it
then
out. You should check it out.
we'll do.
Oh,
Then we have "It Doesn't
oh,
Matter." It doesn't
it
matter,
does.
but
That
it
makes me
doesn't matter.
cry.
It doesn't matter by Alison Krauss and Union Station. And yes, I love this song.
What a
Alison
great
Krauss.
episode too.
It's a great episode when she was bad, and Alison Krauss was like, I think the foremost like bluegrass musician in the country at the time. And I love the song is so beautiful. It's so beautiful and emotional, and it's just like no notes. Then we have Wild Horses by the
From the other
Sundays,
one. That's like one of my
and
top favorite episodes of the series. It's
yeah,
like top 3.
likewise, it's
And I like how just
beautiful.
it comes in at the best moment.
It comes in at the best moment. And I honestly think just because of how well it's deployed, I think it's one of the rare covers that actually lives up to the
Better.
original,
Yep.
if not surpassing it. Like it's so
Hmm.
beautifully done and such a perfect moment, and it's so like just it was so nice for one moment for like 5 minutes to let Buffy be happy, and it was just like just what we
It's
needed.
I
just
can't start
it's
talking about the Class Protector Award because I will start crying.
it's just it's a perfect
When we do
episode.
season three, sweetie,
It's
when
a
we do season three,
And also in this episode, it has "Praise You" by Placebo.
Fatboy
I want to
Slim.
praise you, or
Fatboy
Fatboy
Slim,
Slim,
the
praise
remix.
you like
Yes.
I should.
And I will mention that. I'll mention that later because I actually grabbed a whole bunch of CDs. So I want to talk about several of them. But I mean, we're Buffy freaks, so this was inevitable that we'd go
I
on
have
with this.
honorable mentions for the show, so but we'll keep going.
Okay. So then we have Pain by Four Star Mary.
This is my
I
Um,
favorite of the whole series. This is my song. When I think of Buffy, I think of Four Star
Because they
Mary.
my baby.
The
of
Diggers
course,
is
it
a
makes me feel
baby.
like I'm in Dingo's Ate My Baby. They played it so many times. I feel like that's the show's like unofficial theme song.
Yes.
But it's just so fun.
Breathing,
It's just
I've
so
been
fun.
whole
Happy
It's
for
fun.
years.
Fires.
We're all
Got the
doing
I
it.
Marvin note.
can't understand me.
It's like
I want
Walmart
to be at the
Creed, and I love
bronx.
it so much. Walmart Creed
So good.
non-derogatory. Like I love them,
I
but
love
it's got that
Creed, but
the Jarl of the '90s, and
Yep.
it's so good.
and it's
Can
so
you take
interesting. It's got
me
that
higher? Yes. It's
I'm
so,
seeing them on
so,
Saturday.
so good.
four-star
Um,
Mary. You're seeing
No,
four-star Mary.
Creed. I'm seeing
Oh,
Creed on
oh my
Saturday.
God, have the best time. Have
I
the
saw
Thank
best
them. They were
you.
time.
my first. They were my first concert, and I had a great time.
I've never seen them.
Really?
They've never been here, at least in my lifetime. So,
My first concert was Donna Summer. So I,
mine was
um,
Aaron Carter.
honey, it's
No,
all
no, no,
good. It's
no,
all
no.
good.
Then the Backstreet Boys, which is I know a weird order to go in, but that's how they came.
Amazing.
It's
And
like a
then we
great
so
three.
okay, then number 16 we have Charge by Splendid.
Ooh,
From
yeah.
I don't
from the
listen to this
I only
one.
have eyes for you. I think
You got it. You got it. Yep.
Oh, I do.
I
The
like
Yes.
that episode.
way it goes.
Yes. It's very sweet and light and melancholy all at the same time. It's really
Yeah.
like yeah, considering how angsty the that episode and scene is, like it's not an angsty listen. It's very gentle, I find.
Somber. Yeah, it's
And I
very
really
like
enjoy it's somber, but it's not like depressing.
yeah.
Not to me anyway. It's a very enjoyable song. I swear, viewers, we're almost done with this album, and then we'll move on to the rest. Number 17 is Transylvanian Concubine by
This is a fun
Rasputina.
song. It's a fun
It
song.
is a fun song. Mostly I just love it for
Priscilla,
like Drusilla like slinky and dancing all sexy to it, and like with the
do it
in that
again. Do it again.
do it again. I fucking
I'm
love
obsessed with
Drusilla.
talking like Drusilla. When I watch season two, I
Yeah.
think
Oh
of
my
this
God,
song.
she's fabulous. She's fabulous.
Like it's a
Miss
problem. Like I tell my cat all the time, look at me, dearie.
Yeah. Miss Edith speaks out of turn. And so,
Sarah,
Did
hello.
she
I'm
um,
sign it?
Priscilla.
You've met her?
Yes.
Why is she not an A-list actress right now? Like in everything? Like
I love her.
I don't know. She's so awesome.
and
She's
he's
so. And then
gorgeous,
finally, we have the "Close Your Eyes" theme by Christoph Beck that closes out season
y'all.
two. I know.
I'm gonna say
I
it's
know.
beautiful, and if you want, there's another soundtrack to Buffy besides Radio Sunnydale. It is on streaming. If you buy it, I own it on. I bought all the Christopher Beck, however you say it, score is available on streaming if you buy
Mhm.
it on iTunes, and it's worth it. Like to just get the Restless. There's an alternate version of this. There's an alternate version
Hmm.
of Close Your Eyes that
Hmm.
sells a little bit less, but it's a little bit more like a um, stripped down version.
Is that the one
Every
that's like
it,
mostly flute? Because I remember there's like the Buffy
yeah,
Angels, and it's like mostly flute, and it's beautiful.
and I think they play it in a later episode. Like this is the very grand one. But Crystal, we would be it would be reminiscent to say that um, or whatever how you say it. I don't know. I'm not the most educated person. Christophe Beck, or obviously like the show would not be what it is without his score for the first 5 seasons.
Correct.
Um,
Correct.
and I've never seen another show besides like an HBO show. Like I think it's so strange that like a network TV show got to have such a composer of this caliber for 3 seasons. Because this he does tons of movies and but this is an icon like them like all these episodes that have like these specific scores is I think rare.
Yeah.
Or in my opinion, from my experience, it's rare because it's just beautiful. And like just that little thing that's in Lover's Walk from season 3, like that, so good. All of the Restless soundtrack, and it's odd. It's like my favorite is Xander's Dream, and from the Restless, it's just it's just good. Like there's a lot of sad, like the Sacrifice, a score. It's just beautiful.
Absolutely.
I was
It's beautiful.
surprised that they put that on, but they didn't add in the same episode "Full of Grace" by Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, it's such an
I was
iconic scene. Like what?
right. I was surprised like when I went through the tracks because I haven't looked at it in a hot minute. I was like, I could have sworn Sarah McLachlan was on this, but I guess it's just in my brain from watching the show.
Well,
Talk about like immediate like Pavlovian
right.
tear duct reflex. Like, oh my god,
Well, speaking of
it's just the
Pavlov, hello,
waterworks.
Amy Mann, Pavlov's Bell, How It Goes. Amy Mann hasn't been on any of the soundtracks, and she's always played the bronze. And then the only other honorable mention I have is, hello, Michelle Branch, Goodbye to You. That scene with Buffy at the bronze, and she's just like defeated, and Spike is there. I'm like, that's an iconic
Was
song.
that was that on the Radio Sunnydale soundtrack?
No. It's
Oh, okay.
That's Tabula Rasa is one of the only episodes in season 6 that I think feels like old Buffy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. It's like everybody feels like them, even though they weren't them. Like it's a great episode.
I
Season,
feel
Just campy enough, but just serious enough.
yeah, and it ends on and the music's good in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think season 6 doesn't start to feel like the old Buffy again until after the depression arc ends, which is after like the mental institution episode. Once that episode's over, I feel like it's like the characters have like retained their spark and it's like they're back to their old selves again. Um, so, but then again, we got to sidetrack this because this has to be about the soundtracks, and I mean,
Yeah.
I love you guys, but I didn't just want this to be a Buffy soundtrack thing. I was hoping because I know there's definitely more. You brought in Daria and Charmed. I grabbed a whole bunch of CDs. I promise it won't take as long as this one album did.
Oh yeah, we knew
Yeah.
we were gonna Buffy tangent, so
Oh God, I know. I know. We've got. I've got. Yeah.
And
Yes,
then
we
I
will, of
Can't
course.
Take My Eyes Off You by Melanie Duane. That's the last one I'll mention. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I can't take my eyes off you.
By Melanie Duane, where Tara and Willow float in the air on Tara's birthday, and it plays that.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, of course, that's so sweet. So, let me just bring out a few others. First off,
I didn't have that one though, but it does have a great
first off,
music. Such
I
cool
know a
music.
bunch of these songs are covers. Some of them are not as good as the originals, but some of them are better. Like, first of all,
Love
the
Spit Love.
date for well, yes, which turned out to be like the theme song for Charmed. It's I wouldn't say it's better than the original by the Smiths, which is like an iconic song, but it does have its own 90s grunge flavor to it, and it's a lot of fun. Um,
It's
Ding-
sexier to me. Like it
it's
has a sexier beat like than the original.
okay, all right. Yeah, to each. I have no complaints about it. I think it's a great beat. It's a more 90s sound. So
Yeah.
I think the 80s sound is. I think the Smiths is more like a little bit more melancholy, and I think it's like sexier in a kind of like more downbeat way. Dangerous Type by Letters to Cleo. Hello. Oh my God. What an amazing cover. Um, and then there's like I Have the Touch by Heather Nova, which closes out the movie. Like yeah, it's a fun one. Um, girl.
of
Girl,
course, Bittersweet Symphony. Come on.
Cruel Intentions, Bittersweet Symphony,
Oh,
uh, Cruel,
oh,
yep.
this album is iconic. Like
I know. Placebo, Every You, Every Me, Fatboy Slim, Praise You,
every
Counting Crows, Colorblind,
oh
Amy Mann
oh
again, Amy Mann again with "You Could Make a Killing."
You could,
This, yeah, this love. Oh,
this
so
love is a
good.
great song too.
Yep.
Colorblind like makes me want to cry each time, and it's such a I don't know, like some people, and I'm probably I won't stay on the tangent. Some people talk about that sex scenes are not necessary in movies, and I kind of like they're like, can we just like I had this discussion last weekend with my cousins, and I think sometimes they are egregious and
Hmm.
not needed. But the one in Cruel Intentions is nothing sexy about the sex scene. It's a very like with the music and the way it's shot because you don't see anything, but it's there. It it's very awkward like it's supposed to be, but it's also very intense and it's also I just think it was well
Yep.
done. Like it if you took it out, I think it would lose a lot of the
Hmm.
impact of the ending, especially
Yeah,
that song. I think that song is very important to that scene as well.
I do. I completely agree. Um, no, it's beautifully done, and it's really one of the best adaptations of the original source material, "Dangerous Liaisons," that's ever been filmed. So it's super fun. Here's another one. I'm very, very partial to this.
Oh,
Um,
Aaliyah!
Rum Aaliyah, taken from us too soon. That beautiful angel.
I was.
Um, Go Garrison, get it. The first
That's
to
one of my
don't
favorite songs ever, and
succeed.
it's a great
Dust yourself
video.
off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on
yeah.
now.
Funny
Uh,
you brought up Aaliyah because I was gonna give an honorable mention to Queen of the Damned. That soundtrack's
oh
absolutely
my
That,
fire.
God. Okay.
I mean, we could go there because, like, I
Yeah.
still listen to that. Like, that's my Halloween. Like, I listen to it all the time anyway. But
We
that's
can
like,
circle back when Sam's done. It's just it was funny that
yeah,
Aaliyah pops up and I'm like, I was just thinking
Oh
about her.
yeah. Well, I mean, most of the songs that I play on repeat for this were are Aaliyah's, like "Are You Feeling Me" when she's dancing in the club with Jet Li, and "I Don't Wanna." But also, I do like the song "Rose in a Concrete World" by Joe, which is really, which is kind of haunting. I know, she was taken from us too soon. It was so sad. She was
no, she
so
was
beautiful and so talented and so sweet, and uh,
an effortless. Like, it
it
was.
effortless, and it took way too long to get R. Kelly. I'm just so happy that I'm just so happy that everyone and everybody nobody had anything but the nicest things to say about her. It's just so sad what happened, and God, but I hope she's in heaven smiling down on us all. Is all I have to say about that. Um, okay, I mean, I'll save that soundtrack for last because I know we're going to spend a lot of time on it. Let me see. Okay,
Wonder what
so
it could be.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what it will be. But so this one is very special to me. So this is the soundtrack to the Tina Turner movie. What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh,
For just so and the last two songs are on her album Private Dancer, but the rest of them were re-recorded for this film. And just so you understand, Garrison, what Britney Spears means to you, Tina Turner means to me. So just so you understand how much I love this woman and how much like her music has just meant to me. Like that's how I feel about her. Um and I kind of feel like in a way like remember because we were talking about like Britney Spears was really like not a product of Madonna but of Janet Jackson.
Mm.
Janet Jackson was very very strongly influenced by Tina Turner. So in a way, Britney is kind of Tina's granddaughter.
I mean,
Um,
they perform very well on stage. Like, you can tell they're born to perform.
yep,
So,
yep. And so, but yeah, so that's what this movie and this music, that's what it means to me. So like her song, like "I Don't Want to Fight," which is such a beautiful song, and she recorded for the film. Her cover of "Disco Inferno," of course, her cover of "Proud Mary" is iconic. Um, and even the songs that she re-recorded with, not with her ex-husband, but songs that she originally sang with him, is just such a beautiful, moving tribute to someone who survived abuse and whose star just went on to shine and like give the rest of the world life, and it just makes me so happy. um Thank you all for indulging me. And I'm trying to and so and I picked a few others, but look, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Like, let's just go there.
I think this was gonna take a long time, but I think it is iconic. But I mean, and this is I could be wrong. The Buffy one to me was this one's still very iconic, but
Yeah.
I don't have a lot
Um,
of ties to this with the movie. I have a lot of it more independently, I guess.
okay, that's fair. So let me. All right. Well, then in that case, let me just talk about the songs that I really do.
Yeah.
That I like the ones that I really do listen to over and over again. Obviously, Youth of America.
Classic.
Like,
Amazing.
that
Incredible
like
no
as far
note.
as that movie, like yeah, that song in particular is like is so emblematic of the film itself. So there's really like there's like nothing else to say. Same thing with Red Right Hand, which is
Yeah.
the
I
theme.
listen to the whole thing. Like I don't ever like I just all whatever minutes of it. It's forever.
Oh, I listen to the whole thing too, but I don't. But like, I not all the songs on it are like at the same level. So I'm going to just mention the ones that I that I think are like the best of these.
Yeah.
Whisper by Catherine, I love. It's such a juicy, like evocative little number. And then there's Gus's "Don't Fear the Reaper" cover, which is
Incredible.
which is a very sexy '90s
Yeah.
spin on Blue Oyster Cult.
Hmm.
Um, and then we have First Cool Hive, which is just a
Oh,
great song in general, but which is just a great because I mean I love Moby. I love Moby
That's
so much.
that's the one for me.
Um,
First School Hive when I think of Scream.
yep.
It's
it's
First School
iconic.
Hive, Youth of
Yeah.
America, and then from two, which we can talk about later, The Swing by
Mhm.
Everclear. Those are the three Scream songs, man.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Um, I'm annoyed that on the soundtrack, they put a cover of Schools Out instead of the original by Alice Cooper, which is what is featured in the film. So every time I get that, I'm like, ugh. But aside from that, I've worn out this CD so much. It's just because it's one of my all-time favorite movies, and every time I put it on, it just makes me feel like I'm right back in there experiencing it for the first time. Um, is there anything else I want to no, I'm pretty happy with that.
I
So,
think "Whisper to a Scream" is a really fun song for the end credits. I think I love that
mhm.
song. There's a song that I swear was on the first version. I could be wrong of this soundtrack. This is a newer because I wore it out. "I
Mhm.
Don't Care" by Dylan that has the Marco Beltrami background is a
Okay.
song. It's the song at the end after "Whisper to a Scream." It's like "I don't care if you don't care," and it has the screeching kind of scream noise whenever that people get stabbed and it bleeds. And so when you listen to it, you have
Hmm.
to download it illegally now. It has the Marco Beltrami background and it has this very like he's not creepy, but it's just iconic. And then at the end of the song, you hear Drew Barrymore go "Hello," and then it's over. Um,
Okay.
and I swear it was
Interesting.
on my original CD, and I could be wrong, but I couldn't download it illegally as a
That's
child.
that's
So
interesting.
I know I had it on something, but I
That
listen to it all the time. Still, I think it's a very creepy.
mm,
You can, and I love when they do that. I love when they contribute, like they interpret the score into it, and it fits very well into that song. But
that's
it's
so
the end credits.
interesting. That's so interesting. I only recently became aware of that track because people brought it to my attention. I never sat through the end credits all the way, so I never, once it got to a certain point after like all the cast was after all the like the pictures of the cast was done, and then it started to do the main credits. I usually like tuned out shortly after that, so I heard like just enough of Sydney's Lament, and then I did, so I didn't know about this track. The track that I do know about that didn't get included on the soundtrack for some reason is "Drop Dead Gorgeous" by Republica, which I really wish had been because that song
Mm.
freaking rocked.
Where's that at in the movie?
That's the scene where they're all at the party, and it's playing when Stu asks Tatum to get some beer.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go
Uh,
pay attention.
yeah.
I don't. I will be say I'm. There's certain songs that I remember from the movie, like that are not for me going back from the soundtrack, like
Yeah.
the First Cool Hive and Youth of America and Whisper to a Scream in the end credit. But some of the besides Red Right Hand, that sounds like it because I never heard that song before. I thought
Right.
it was part of the movie, and
Yes.
so a lot of it, it's hard for me to be like because this was one of an introduction to this type of music because I grew up listening to country and pop music from my grandmother and then Disney. So this was very much like it to put me in a different world.
Yeah, I hear you. I have to say, Sarah, I knowing you, I can't. I know you do Scream marathons, but I can't imagine what it must be like because every single time you put on the next one, your enthusiasm dips a little bit. So it just keeps like
It's
you're like, it's
a
just like,
franchise of
oh yeah,
diminishing returns after three. One, two, and three are like my jam.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
was not the biggest fan of four when it first came out, and then after
Mm.
seeing five and six, I'm fully on board with four.
Ah,
Mm.
Hoping seven can save it for me, but no, like even the soundtrack to two isn't the strongest. It's the weakest of the
Yeah.
first three. I also don't like the soundtrack to four. The soundtrack to two has actually I don't even think it's on the soundtrack. It's the Swing by Everclear. I'm pretty sure it's
it
not.
is on the soundtrack. It
Is
is
it?
on the
Okay.
soundtrack.
It's one of my favorite songs ever, and I think it's one of the best
Okay.
musical cues in the
How does
movie.
it go?
Like, it's Cece getting thrown off the balcony, and
Oh,
then it
no,
smash cuts
okay.
to them at the party. It's the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that song. Yeah,
I'm a
See,
burning all the things I did. Yeah, that song. But three's soundtrack is a banger, and nobody ever talks about three. Three is
I
a
love the
no
music video.
skip album for me. Like, it is my kind of music. Three has like Fuel, Sunburn.
Mm.
It's got like System of a Down, Finger 11, Slipknot, Creed. Like, it is angsty 2000s rock. Like, it's so
mm,
good.
I see. Obviously, season one is my season one. The
sure.
the original one soundtrack is my favorite to
Yeah.
return to. But see, something like I know people back in the day, Scream 3 was considered the worst or whatever, but it was the most fun to rewatch besides 2, in my opinion. Like I really wore out Scream. But Scream 3 soundtrack is fun. I had it. I remember being in band practice during the summer listening to the Scream 3 soundtrack. And being obsessed with the music videos at the end of the VHS, and I would like watch. I would stay and watch it. Like I loved it about the Scream VHS is like this Scream special was at the end of Scream, and then of course they played all the music from Scream 2 in the Scream 2 featurette too. Like so, I was able to like really enjoy all of it because they played all the songs in the featurette because they each one had a featurette too. I think at the end of the VHS. Um,
Only
so
owned the first one on VHS. I never owned
I
the
had
other
all three
two.
on VHS. Um, I had a big VHS collection I had to get rid of. But I also
Same.
love,
I only own two VHSs now. Like, that's it. I got rid
I
of
don't have
most of
any.
them,
I think I
all
just
of
have
them.
disturbing behavior on VHS. That's all I have.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
I found it at an
I
antique store and I
found a
can't, I had to
cliche. I
get it.
have Scream and Halloween. And then
Yeah.
when the Kickstarter perks come out, I'll have Macabre. So I'll have those
I'm
three:
so
Scream,
excited for
Halloween,
that.
Macabre.
Shout out to
Yeah.
our last guest, Zach Cherry, and his movie Macabre.
Yes, we
So,
love
like,
you, Zach.
yes,
We're so
okay.
and we're so proud of Macabre, and it got into film festivals in Chicago and Italy.
In
Holy
Italy.
cow!
I hope
Yeah.
it comes to New Orleans, because could you imagine, like, meeting Zach Cherry in New Orleans?
Um, that would be wild. That would be
Um,
wild.
If it goes to Toronto, I could get on a quick little hour and a half flight. I'm just saying.
I know I know they submitted it to film festivals all over the place. We're just hearing back now as they as you know as they are letting us know about what is getting where it's getting accepted. So yeah, here's hoping. Yeah.
and it has a killer score, so, to tie into the subject matter, it has a great
Oh
score.
yeah,
Great
as it
score.
does.
Um,
Um, Scream. Well, okay. I'm not gonna say much about it. It's the soundtrack for Scream 3. I think it's just because I'm not a huge metal person, so I think maybe that's why that one didn't do it for me. Scream 2 is an interesting one because there's I love half the songs and then hate the other half. So it's really just kind of like an up and down roller coaster for me.
Yeah,
So
a lot of them
I
I.
love. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say a lot of them I like in the quick little snip in the context of the movie, but I can't listen to it as
Hmm.
a full song. Like Lucky Day in Hell, when she's waking up,
Right.
sure, as
so
an
clean
actual
the
song,
movie.
no.
Yeah.
No, I get it. The whole song is actually kind of weird.
He,
Um, I'll give you so for some of the songs that I actually love on that soundtrack, She Said,
Yeah.
by
Awesome.
Collective Soul, that closes out the movie. Love the whole song. She's Always in My Hair, which opens the movie. And that is the song that it's the D'Angelo song. It's a cover of Prince, and I love that song. Um, in the context of the movie, I normally hate Dave Matthews, and I don't even hate that song. So I think it's just the way. I think that the timing of it is very well. Songs I hate on that track. The cover of "I Think I Love You" is like nails on a chalkboard to
Oh
me.
God,
I
It's
think I love
absolute yes. It's like screeching.
but it's like
Same thing.
fast and it's just
I know it's just
aggressive.
like it's yeah. Suburban
I
Life.
like it.
No, absolutely. The Suburban Life song also nails on a chalkboard.
Yep.
What's that?
That's the one when Randy gets killed. Um, that's the song on the boombox when Randy gets killed. Oh, Garrison, do it, go rock out, man. Um, and so I really, yeah, I just no, 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 no. So they're just other. It's just like back and it's just like a yeah, it's a huge up and down. The soundtrack for Scream 4. I love Something to Die For, and the rest of it can go in the garbage as far as I'm concerned.
I would say it's
Um,
kind of forgettable. I can look it up, but I remember one of the songs from the end credits is like nails on a chalkboard for
Bad
me.
There's this
Karma.
one that's like
Is it Bad?
scream. Na 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 na.
Is it Bad
No,
Karma?
I don't know if I know the name of it. I'm trying to think of how it goes. It's it's like a pop song with girls singing as the credits are rolling. I think it's the second song that plays in the
Bad
credits.
Karma. Oh, okay. I don't know. I
Just
don't
say,
remember.
I'm not.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
looking at
Okay.
the soundtrack right now.
All right. Google is your friend. So yeah, those were, and then there were like a few others that I put out. I made. I mean, since we're, why the hell not? Um, I brought out also the soundtrack to American Psycho.
I
Um,
can I say this? I hate that movie.
okay. Okay. Fair enough. All right, that's fine. I just liked it because there are like a lot of really good like '80s songs on it. True Faith by New Order,
Okay.
Painful by Eric B and Rakim. Of course, What's on Your Mind by Information Society makes me feel like a little kid again. The video was on MTV all the time. Um, so I guess so. Okay, Ixnay and American Psycho.
No, go
Um,
over it because I may like the soundtrack. I just think that I remember watching that movie because I worked at the mall,
okay.
and everybody talks about it, and I got it for $2, and I remember putting it in, and I'm like, what did I just watch? Like I remember being
Okay.
like, it's not what I thought.
The last third of the movie is really, really weird. I will give you
It
that. It goes off on some like
it
insane.
spirals.
It spirals. Like the first two thirds are great, and then it goes on. Apparently, and it seems like it's what may or may not be like a drug fueled hallucination, and then you realize that the entire movie may have just been one drug fueled hallucination. So, the opening song, which is a cover of "You Spin Me Round," which I really do not like, but the rest of it, again, great songs by New Order, by Eric B and Rakim, by Information Society, by Pump Up the Mars, Pump Up the Volume. Good gems.
I love his assessment of Whitney Houston in the movie.
Uh,
He's like, I
I
do
mean,
like that version's like where he talks about music.
when he talks about music while he's preparing to kill Jared Leto.
Yeah, I was like, I like that stuff, and I might would like it now because that's been what like I was 18, so I'm a 20 almost 20 years ago, so I might need to rewatch it.
I'm
Girl,
fully out here playing the Scream 4 credits, trying to find that
don't do
song I
that.
hate. It's
Don't
not
do that
Bad
to
Yeah,
yourself.
Karma.
Scream 4's soundtrack was so surface level. Like I remember being so amped because I loved the Scream soundtracks when I was at that time, and then I remember being like, this is just kind of boppy for like a Scream movie.
Don't do that to yourself.
Oh my god. I found it. I'm waiting for a chorus to come in. Oh, it's that Run for Your Life song, the woo,
Yeah, yeah.
run for your life. I hate it.
Uh,
She's like, I
Oh,
had to let the world know.
I had to let the world know. It's the most grating song. Run for your
So
life. It is on the soundtrack. Oof.
I do want to talk about a soundtrack. I know we're coming up on over an hour, but I do want to
do
talk
it,
about
do it, do it.
Do it.
was one of my favorites, and it has two of my favorite songs ever still on it. There was another one too, but I've talked about that one before. The City of Angels soundtrack with
Of
Meg
course.
Ryan and Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
My favorite song of all time came from that movie.
Like
what song is
Uninvited by
that?
Alanis Morissette
Iris.
is oh Iris by Google Dolls is my favorite song of all time. Yes.
That's
Um
wait, that's your favorite song of all time?
Of all
yes, there's
time. I've
two I
seen
have
them
two.
7 times in concert. I cry every time I
Oh,
hear
I've
it.
only
I
seen
love
them
it.
once. But there's
Oh
something
my
about
goodness.
Iris by Google Dolls, especially when they sang it live in Houston when I went in 2018. Like everything, it seemed like time stopped and we were all the same person because we all knew the words. It's
Hmm.
every time I hear the song, like I mean, I'm so silly, and I'm not embarrassed, but it just doesn't sound really like a well-formed thought when I say. But it's like I can see a 10-year-old Garrison, and like it. I don't know. Like I loved that I appreciated, and I'm sure a lot of 10-year-olds appreciated that song. But I just thought it was like the best thing in the world. And then "Uninvited" by Alanis Morissette, I think is one of the
Yeah.
sexiest songs from the was it was the 90's, and I think it's something so different than what she's known for. And I loved that song, and I also love "Feeling Love" by Paula Cole. I think it's sexy, and I think it says something that's one of Britney Spears' favorite songs that she sang before she would go on stage, and I then grooved to, and it made me feel um, like I was like, "Ooh, this is probably why I really like you because we probably think the same." Um, and what's another? There's a song by what is the song? I Grieve by Peter Gabriel is like breaks my heart every time I listen to it because that movie
That's
breaks my
such a
Wow.
good
heart.
song.
Um, so when she dies and then it plays that song about him going through like I think that's something powerful that movies do. Like you have that it's not the end of the movie, like her death. It's and then he learns what it feels like to be human and mourn somebody in a different way and they play that song and it's so it's so haunting I don't know it feels like one of the movies even though it's a really fantastical movie that doesn't really make sense to like modern day. I feel like it kind of does, but it just kind of feels weird. But I don't know. I think the soundtrack is just so perfect, especially those songs. And it introduced me to. I had already knew about Google Dolls and Atlanta Sports that though, because they were all over the radio. It just introduced me into those darker, more emotional, angsty, but still kind of like tragic songs that I grew to love for the rest of my life.
Love
But
that.
yeah, that I Grieve song, Uninvited, and Others by Google Dolls and Feel in Love. I think that that's some iconic people for the mid '90s, like especially the end '90s. Um, that we don't really we still celebrate Atlantis, but Paula Cole I don't think her gets her flowers because everybody just knows her from the
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek, but she has um Where Have All the Cowboys Gone,
Oh,
um
yeah.
and so I think it's great. Like I think
I
it's
love that. I didn't know Iris was your favorite song, and I love that about you.
well, I go between two. Iris is a more obtainable song to me, like that anytime. But Gorecki by Lamb from the I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is
Oh,
just a perfect
damn.
piece of music. It's a perfect piece of music. And I think I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and if you want to end on that, I know y'all may have more. Is everything okay, Sam?
Yeah, I don't know can you hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you. It said that it stopped recording. I want to make sure everything's
Oh no.
It says it's still recording for me. I just can't see Sam, but I think it's still recording on my end.
Oh, he went away.
Oh
Well,
no.
um, what did you think about the Wait, sorry. City of Angels soundtrack. Did you see the movie? Did you listen to the
Oh
soundtrack?
yeah, I love the movie. I love the soundtrack. It. I don't know if I knew that it had Iris on it. Like I don't know which came first, right? Chicken or egg? Because I probably heard the song before I
Well,
saw the
yeah,
movie.
it's on Dizzy Up the Girl, which I think came up out first.
Yeah, but like I didn't find it like exactly when it came out. I found Dizzy Up the Girl when I was like in junior high. So it had already been out for like a couple years, but I mean, elementary school me was listening to, Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls.
Yeah.
And like whatever was just on like the hit list or the TV or MTV when I came home. I didn't really like figure out a taste in music until junior high when I started like, listening to the radio by myself versus just like whatever was on TV. And so I discovered the Goo Goo Dolls when I was like in grade 7. So that's kind of when, yeah, that's when it started. And so I don't remember if I actually watched the movie before, but I I love it. I haven't seen it in a minute. I should watch it again, but the soundtrack's great.
I know I
It's
haven't
the
seen it in forever. It used to come on the movie channel all the time, and I would watch it.
yeah. Like, the only other
Um,
soundtracks, and I wasn't even gonna like elaborate on them, but I was just gonna like name drop some honorable mentions. Like
sure, yeah.
Queen of the Damned, of course, it has Deftones on it. Like
We
it's
really
got
should just do that one by itself.
like we should really just talk about it. I'm like Down with the Sickness, Headstrong, Forsaken, Change in the House of Flies, all the corn
Um,
covers. Like
I mean, we need to do a Deftone. We need to do. We should do a part two and just do horror soundtracks, which I know is something that we want to do. But we didn't. We haven't really covered many horror soundtracks, so I'd be down to do a part two with that. But yes, like anything with Linkin Park and Korn and the Kidney
right?
Thieves. The Kidney Thieves were in the Bride of Chucky soundtrack as well, and they did
Yeah,
Before I'm Dead, and it's one of the most underrated bands I feel from that
right?
time that didn't really get to like be somebody, even though I think that they kind of were on the verge of it. But
Yeah. The Urban Legend soundtrack is great. Stabbing
I
Westward,
actually haven't
Seattle.
checked that one out. Like I
It's
came to
fun.
Urban Legend late. Hey
Yeah.
Sam.
Hi, I am so
Hi.
sorry. I got a phone call and I tried to hang up. I tried to decline the phone call and it kicked me out of the session.
It's
It's
okay.
Sorry.
okay.
We weren't
We
like
just
really
discussed so much stuff.
elaborating. It was just I
Yeah,
was
we
like
just
shouting out honorable mentions. It was like Queen
yeah.
of the Damned, Urban Legend, Fear Street 94, The Lost
Oh.
Boys is great.
Oh, the Lost Boys. Yes.
I don't really, I have to revisit Lost Boys. It kind of is my cousins love it, but I need to rewatch it. I think I remember enjoying pieces of it as a
Mm-hmm.
kid.
The
I don't
movie's
have
like
that love that a lot of like the cult following does, but it's a
right.
good movie and the soundtrack's great.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
We mentioned Queen of the Damned. We said we should do a sequel and do horror movie soundtracks because we haven't really covered many, but just Scream
I
and
mean,
Buffy.
okay. I
And
actually okay. I actually did want to say really quickly because I got cut out before I got the chance to. Did you ever see the original movie that City of Angels is a remake of? Because I
no, I
know.
didn't know it was a remake.
I don't
Yeah, it's
think
a
I
remake of this movie from 19. It's a German film called Wings of Desire, and it's this really, really beautiful. It's a really beautiful black and white movie from the late 80s, and if you have, and it's that was the original source. If you haven't, like, you may not, it may not have hold the same place in your heart, but I would just recommend it. Just if you,
What's the name? It cut
it's
what's it
out.
called
called?
Wings of Desire.
Oh, I've
Oh,
heard of
we have
it,
talked
but I had
about
no
that. Yeah,
idea
I've
that
heard of
it was
that. Yeah.
a yeah.
Yeah, it's a real, it's a really striking film. It's really, I think you might enjoy it. So I would just throwing that out there as a suggestion.
I
Um,
probably would. Like I love being able to see movies that that I don't have like a nostalgia for. Like
hmm
I didn't see it as a child, so I don't have. So
yeah.
it's just almost like I watched Kramer versus Kramer a few months ago, and I
Oof.
loved it, but I didn't have any like pre anything. Like I just knew it
Yeah.
was a good film and it had good actors in it, and I was like,
Yep.
God, this is so good.
It's really good.
Um,
It's really good. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, there's probably tons more. Like I did touch on like I love the Gurecki song from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, but I want to save that soundtrack to like when we do the horror ones because it means a lot to me that
Okay.
soundtrack
So we
because
want
there's
to
a lot
save
of
that.
beautiful
We want to save
songs.
that. We want to save talking about that
Yeah, because
soundtrack
we're
to
running
when
at
we.
117, and
Mhm.
yeah, and we can ask and discuss like is we can just form it into something else if you want.
Okay. So no, but we're gonna save discussion of that soundtrack for like another episode when we can really delve into it at length. Correct?
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
I think that we should do Queen of the Damned that way, and
Okay.
because they're too iconic in my opinion to just throw in at the end.
All right. I know
Um,
next to nothing about the
honorable
Queen of
mention.
the.
That's the Queen of the Damned. Well, you need to get educated before.
It's
I guess
one of the best.
guess I do.
Because like in the movie he's like a rock star, so there's concerts, so it's like he's
Hmm.
And Aaliyah,
covering like the songs, and like the album is full of like Korn covers.
I
It's
saw
just
the
great. It's just
movie.
great.
Yeah, I saw the movie, but only
and
once,
it's
so
very.
I barely remember it.
Oh, it's not great, but Aaliyah's performance in the music saves everything. Like, I mean,
Yes, no, I mean,
Yeah, like
yeah,
the movie's fine, but it's just in general a vibe, and like the the
yeah,
soundtrack's great. But like you were saying, if you weren't like super hot on the Scream 3 soundtrack, you may not be super hot on Queen of the Damned. But like,
right.
it is right up my alley. Like you give
it's
me
sexy.
Deftones, you give me Korn, like I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a vibe. It's very much a vibe. I have an honorable mention. It's a really fun movie, and I love the original soundtrack from it. Josie and the Pussycats.
Fun.
I absolutely adore those songs by them in that movie, and it brings me joy when I hear those songs.
That's wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, again, barely remember it. So, like, I mean, even less than Queen of the Damned. So I will have to get re-educated on that too, apparently. Which I am happy to do. Um, so are we like wrapping things up now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I think we can
Okay.
rest. I think we've had a lot of we've given out a lot of good content, and I think it's a good place to stop. I don't know. I mean,
Awesome.
if you wanted to, do you have more? Because I know you actually brought stacks. So if you want to
I
discuss,
did, I did. Okay, so maybe just a couple more. And thank you for indulging me. So this one, Batman Forever,
Of course.
oh, I don't know that one.
specifically the first four songs.
Is it the one with
So
Seal?
what? Well, with who?
Seal? Is it the
Yes,
kiss by the rose
yes,
on the bay?
yes. So the
Oh,
first, so we have "Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me" by U2. We have "One Time Too Many" by PJ Harvey, who is the only singer songwriter, who is the only musician I've seen in concert more than once. I'm obsessed with her.
I'm gonna have to
Um,
listen to this album.
Obsessed with her. Then we have "Where Are You Now" by Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy's on a
And
Batman album?
yeah, Brandy is
On it.
on this album. Yes, she is.
The
It's a scene.
Schumacher Batmans are a trip. They're my favorite.
They are a trip. They are a trip. And then we have "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal. So that one got a lot of rotation as a kid. And then I have the soundtrack to the X Files movie, which
Oh,
um,
interesting.
yeah, because the X Files is one of my favorites. It's like that's like the first TV show I truly fell in love with. I don't count The Simpsons because The Simpsons is The Simpsons. It's like literally like a piece of icon. It's literally a piece of history, and it's in the present. It's ongoing, and it's an institution unto itself. Um, but that aside from The Simpsons, The X Files is the first show that I specifically carved out time to watch on a weekly basis. And so this is the soundtrack to the movie, and it just has a list of songs on it from the prominent like artists of the 90s. So I mean, you have like Foo Fighters, the Cardigans,
I
Bjork,
like the Cardigans.
Cardigans, Bjork, Sarah McLachlan, The Cure, um,
Oh, The
N-
Cure.
Noel Gallagher. So Better Than Ezra. So like just it's just yeah.
Better than Ezra.
I love
Yes.
Better Than.
So it's just so this album it's a vibe for sure. Um, and I think one other album I brought out is the soundtrack to Jackie Brown, the Tarantino movie, and there's just like wonderful. It's a love letter to black exploitation movies, and there's just a lot of wonderful like '70s chestnuts on here. Um, not just across 110th Street, but the Delphonics. There's uh, geez, Bill Withers, um, Natural High by Blood. Yeah, it's just a great album. So those are the other albums. Those are the other albums I picked. So God, that was. I mean, what a delight to get to like go through those and just like get back in touch with the my inner child.
I love
One.
that. Like, I'm so happy we did this because, like, Yeah, like we talk about movies all the time, but I can't really talk about music with a lot of people. Because,
No,
like,
and I,
just by the nature of being in, like, the horror groups and stuff, it's just, like, all movies all the time, and I'm like, can we just talk about some CDs, some
yeah,
albums, some
like that's
soundtracks?
what I've been craving. Like I always like, you leave little comments about the song or like we talk about the music sometimes, but and I'm not saying that I need them to do that like Ryan and Zach, but I think it's an important part that makes movies movies. Like I mean with Red Right Hand or Youth of America or She Says or the Creed song. Not that those movies wouldn't be great and Scream, but I think it lets you be a part of the movie and the fandom and have another piece because it's a perfect song and a perfect moment like Buffy. Like I feel so much more connected to the TV show and like Charmed, like you're talking about, that I can listen to a 3 minute like song and I'm in it, right? Like it I literally am reliving my memory and actually watching it and like you can't take that away from me, right? Like it's not, I don't have to watch it, it's just there and I get to be there and I get to have a feeling from it. So
Right.
I think it's just as important.
This could be a topic for a whole other, like, recording if you guys even watch this show, but, like, the Stranger Things soundtracks
Oh
are
yeah, and the
impeccable.
score. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
impeccable. And it gives you this weird sense of, like, because a lot of them are like covers or like remixed versions of like older songs, so it's like you're having like mega 80s nostalgia, but they're also just like really good
Mhm.
songs, and it's just like the music is so important to the show. And like
Yes.
that's what a lot of like newer productions I think are missing, but like Stranger Things like understood the assignment.
Mhm. And I'd
Yeah.
be sad to mention, like from my teen years, the OC, One Tree Hill, and Grey's Anatomy soundtrack, especially Grey's Anatomy seasons 1 through 5, beautiful music, and that fit perfectly with
Oh,
everything. Like season 1 of One Tree Hill, I still listen to a lot of those songs, and
Oh, wow.
all of the OC had great. But the person who
yes,
did
you
the
did.
OC soundtracks moved on to Grey's Anatomy, so of course,
Oh,
yeah.
So
wow.
much
Okay.
Snow Patrol. So,
Oh,
So,
so,
Snow Patrol.
so
so
good.
much.
Like somewhere a clock is ticking when Izzy is about to cut the Elvad
Yeah,
wire. Oh,
the
iconic.
That is so. Oh, I don't even remember those
And when
soundtracks at
Meredith
all.
falls into the water off when she's on that rig thing, and they play "Make Me Go On Forever" by
I've
Snow
only
Patrol.
seen a
Oh,
couple seasons, but I am aware of the like the soundtracks. I just
and
saw
then
Dashboard Confessional. They opened for the Goo Goo Dolls. They did like Stolen,
uh,
and like,
Dashboard Confessional was in so much of One Tree Hill,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and they were also on a Spider-Man soundtrack. I'm vindicated. Na, na,
yeah.
na, na.
I do not
That's one of
remember that
them.
at all. That's amazing.
Or
That
what
is
was it? Was it who sings that song? There's a hero.
right, of course.
Who
Yeah.
sings that?
I don't remember who sings it, but of course that's the theme song for the original
It's
Spider-Man
Nickelback in
movie.
it. It's
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 Nick.
a
It's
Nickelback.
Chad Kroger and some other guy. He did like a solo thing.
Well, see, there's so much iconicism. I wish things were just as iconic now. We do get like glimpse of it, but hopefully you discovered some new music and you can go find it and listen to it. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Sarah or Sam?
No, just thank you for having me. This was so much fun. Like I said,
Sarah,
it
you
could.
and Ashley, Zach, anybody's really welcome. If you want to come on the show, just comment, call it, message us, whatever. I love hearing people's take on things. I think it keeps things very interesting. Like Sam has given me so many assignments tonight that I have to go listen to a Batman soundtrack, the Tina Turner movie soundtrack. Like
I might watch Queen of the Damned when this is over.
honestly, I might go cry to I Grieve, really, just to get things out.
Oh, that's amazing. No, yeah, no, thank you. I'm flattered, and I also clearly have some work to do. So, with the Queen of the Damned and the Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack, because and even like the OC and Grey's Anatomy, I missed those. So,
Uh,
I
the uh,
okay, and one.
Garrison was very angsty in his teen years and college years, so the OC hit that itch very much so.
Yeah. Um, well, I don't have anything else to say except this has been an awesome episode. I will see you two at the Taylor Swift wedding. and I look forward. Come on, girl, you know those invitations are coming any day now. And I thank you so much for joining us. Thank you both so much for another wonderful episode, and thank you all for watching. Good
Yeah,
night,
I hope you're
everybody.
very much informed, and this nostalgia I do not think is misinformed.
I
So,
don't think so. I think we did a good job tonight.
bye everybody. All right, I'm hitting this.